What I was going to say is this, though. This is what I'll say. The most you mentioned about how like how you follow people on Instagram and like how you see these pros, and now you get to be the one standing right there next to them. And I think that was the most, like my pro debut. Like, okay, imagine my pro debut. It was the last show before the Olympia. It was the show that Dana Lynn Bailey won to qualify for the Olympia before she won Miss Olympia. And then all of the whole lineup, my lineup was bigger than yours, but everybody I stood next to were people that I followed for years and years and years of the sport.
Nuts.
Nuts. So it's like crazy. One thing I will say, you only get this moment, this pro debut once. You only get it once. So it's going to be really important for you to just go out there and just actually
soak it in.
Take it in. But I remember it was like, man, it was so much fun. There was no pressure because I just went in there to just do my best and let the judges see me and put a good foot forward. Like that's what your pro debut is all about. It's not about where you place. It's not about standing, you know, worrying about this, that, and the third. You have no control over it. So just go out there and have fun. Period.
I'm pretty excited.
I'm excited.
This is probably the most I've been excited for a show in a long time. Because there's not a pressure.
Right.
Like, all your other like pro qualifiers, you have such pressure. You're like, fuck.
Right.
This took a lot of time and work and money to
Right.
get here. And if I don't do well, it's gonna suck. So
yeah, that's down.
Like, yeah.
That's down the line.
It's like you're competing with yourself now, though. You're like,
Right.
what can I bring? Because everyone's body type is so different. Like,
Right. Exactly.
There's great backs, there's great legs, and the few that have all of it, well, they're not gonna be there.
They're gonna be there. You shady bitch! Oh my god, you just started and you're already throwing shade? Damn! Alright, let's go. Get yourself in trouble. Let's go. Alright, so let's go on for our nighttime check-in. Now go ahead into your front pose here. Hotel room check-ins, always so fun. Flex,
sketchy at all.
flex down on your quads more. I want to see those babies really pop out there. Beautiful. Keeping that back nice and open. Draw that belly in and keep those quads flexed as much as you can. Quarter turn to the right. There it is, nice and tight. Quarter turn to the right. Glute hand tie in. I want to see that baby pop out. Big back, nice and wide. There it is. Quarter turn to the right. Gorgeous. And again, quarter turn to the right. Stay there, flex down on those legs. Beautiful. Quarter turn to the right. Hold, stay. You want to feel that flex right. I want to see everything nice and flexed. I want to see everything popping out. There you go, girl. Beautiful. Quarter turn to the right. Gain that back nice and wide. Boom. There it is. Beautiful. Glute ham tie in nice and tight. Stick it out a little bit. Stick it out and up. And I want to see those hamstrings. And I want to see everything in here pop. So you've got to really make sure that you're feeling that back there. Right. Exactly. Keep going. Quarter turn to the right. Hold, stay. And front quarter turn. Tight legs. There it is. Good job. Relax. So how are you feeling for your pro debut?
Good. Really good.
Especially given everything you've been through up to this point, like with how long it took you to get here. How's that?
Just a little bit. Time.
Yeah, how does that feel?
I am really excited. I think, I don't know. It's hard to describe because I follow some of these girls on Instagram and social media, and I've seen
You stalk them?
pros.
Great.
Yeah, okay. And to be standing next to them, I'm really
coming right off of the Olympia.
Yeah.
Half the lineup was at the Olympia.
Yeah, it's no big deal. We'll see.
You know what? It's good. It's not a whole bunch of girls, but it's enough for you to kind of like get where you are and where you stand. And so, I mean, you look great. Your body is off the chain. I'm like, damn, who's your coach? Oh my God. I should probably hire her. I don't know. All right, so go on. We got to get tanned up. So go ahead and change up and let's get that tan on.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, exactly. That looks great. So here we are, morning of the show. Oh my God, are you? Wait a minute. Hold up. Let me do a close up on your face. Are you excited, Amy?
I'm getting there.
Okay, great.
I'm a little hungry. I don't know.
Hungry. All right, let's go into some posing. See how you're looking here. Good. Flex down on those legs even harder. That's what you need. You need to remember to flex your legs. Like, you cannot get on stage and not flex your legs.
Okay.
If you don't flex your legs and they don't pop, and you know, we got to have those babies pop. So go ahead into your flex them hard. There you go. Quarter turn to the right. Great. Quarter turn to the right. Glute ham. There it is. Big back. Nice. Quarter turn to the right. Got it. And quarter turn. Flex down super hard in those legs. Good. Let's see you do your model turns. Don't ever be unflexed. Open up that back and shoulders. There it is. Legs, 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 legs. Beautiful. Fantastic. All right. It's looking good. It's looking really good. I mean, you know, the one thing that you want to think about is just making sure that you are flexing down on the legs and everything, and like, because they look great. Like, let me see, like, go ahead again. There you go. So you really want to see, we want to make sure that separation really comes out. Okay, you're shaking. There you go. So you want to make sure that separation really comes out. I mean, when the lights hit you on stage, it's going to pop out. Come here a little bit. Stand over here. Let's see. Let's take a look. I want to, you probably just need, the tan looks a little like it just needs a little touch up. It looks like it's just a tiny bit splotchy.
It kind of looks a little flat.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, and when you get your oil on, it's going to pop more. But we definitely need to have her do another, just another coat of tan on you. But overall, girl, I think you're ready to rock. You know, don't be nervous out there, because like, you put in all this work and there's no need for you to just kind of like go out there and just like let your nerves take over. All right.
Okay.
Awesome sauce. All right, so let's go ahead and head out to your touch up,
Tanning appointment.
and then we're gonna head over to the place later. So very good. Well, I'm sitting in the car here waiting for Amy. She's at the tanning, getting her tanning touched up. And I'm really pleased with how she's looking right now. So it's just like a matter of just sailing in and just, you know, giving her a little bit of something to eat this morning. So like, when I peak my clients for a show, I'm very much to the letter with things. Like, we've already spent our entire prep, basically, like doing a carb cycle and setting things up so that way I know exactly what we need to do for her peak. And I'm going to take off this seatbelt because I'm sitting here parked with a seatbelt on, and who does that, right? But anyway, so like she's already like the diet that we've been following up to this point is pretty much the same. And like I only had to make little small tweaks as the days have gone by. But it's a pretty predictable process because I already know how her body reacts to certain things. So after taking a look at her this morning, I want to fill her out a tiny bit more. So she had her first meal. I actually took out the eggs just for ease. You know what I mean? She's in a hotel. She's traveling. So I just had her have like 4 ounces of chicken with about 40 grams of oats. And then I had her have just a little bit of almonds in there. And just for her water, we've cut it down. Like we started 2.5 gallons all the way through, like for the last week. The week before I had her at 2 gallons a day. Then I bumped it up this week for 2.5 gallons. And then yesterday we cut it down to 1.5 gallons. And then today I'm just going to have her sip whenever she's thirsty, you know, just take a mouthful or whatever. But she can still get in up to like a gallon or 1/2 gallon, totally be fine. So that's how we manipulate water for her with her peak. Now, the food, like I said, I had her have her meal 1. Yesterday, she was completely on plan as she had been all week. And then after she gets her tan done, I want to fill her out just a little bit more. She's going on stage at 12 because here in Southern California, for John Lindsay, he actually puts the pros on at a specific time, 12 o'clock. The pros are on. They stop the show wherever they are and put on the pros. So I'm going to have her eat about 6 ounces of either steak or salmon, whatever she wants. About 6 ounces of yams. I'm going to have her have some of that. And then I'm going to have her have about a teaspoon or so of peanut butter just for some fats. Because I'm just trying to really just fill her out without spilling her over. And knowing how her body reacts to these foods and not introducing something completely new really helps us to do that and to be on the safer side. So that'll fill her up a little bit. Then I'll have her resume her normal eating right before she goes on stage, maybe about like, we'll say around like 11:45 or so. I'll have her take in a couple of rice cakes with some jelly on them, and then have her go off and pump, and then she'll be ready for the stage. But you know, it's a pretty simple process when it comes to the way that I peak my clients. And I do this with every single client, you know, even the ones that are not in front of me. I see what they look like. And we're just tweaking. I have them sending me videos in that case and pictures to follow up so I can actually see their bodies in motion and be able to tell them what to do. But the thing is that because of the fact that our contest prep plan is set up in a way to run our peak over and over and over week by week, we perfect it like to the T. So when we get to the week of the show, there's no surprises. So based on that, what I saw this morning, I'm really, really excited to get her up and going, and we're just gonna rock and roll. And so I'll be going ahead and just following her throughout the day and just rooting her on, making sure that everything is copacetic. But as a coach, it's like, you know, my job is done at this point, and her job is done. So now it's up to the judges to decide where she falls in. And I think she's going to have a really respectable first showing as a pro. Very respectable physique to the stage. So I love this job, guys. But let's see how everything turns out. I'm so excited for her no matter where she places. And that's it.
Watson. Quarter, turn to your right.
No heat, nada, nada. Go back to the room. Good. Down, please.
Quarter, turn to your right. Ladies, face forward.
Oh yeah! Go ahead.
Please return to the lineup. Crystal Ritchie. Stacy Steiner. Amy Watson.
Right, Amy?
Angela Yamashita. Sunny and Angela switch places. Quarter turn to your right. Quarter turn to your right.
Come on, I'm close. Pop it. Up.
Quarter turn to your right. Please face forward.
Up, big leg.
Oh, beautiful. There they are. There they are. Oh, wow. There they are. Pop it. Pop. Wow. There they are.
Ladies, please return to the lineup. These are 16 of the most amazing athletes in the world who won the 2016 World State Provincial Championship. Presented to you by the Bodybuilding and Muscle Sport. Thank you very much. I'll see you guys tonight.
Okay, we're gonna go. We gotta go.
All right, so there she is, Miss America. So tell us how was your first how was your first show, Amy?
It's rough. It's like competing at first time.
Had that pride handed to you right back on the silver platter, like you're not going to be needing this today, are ya?
I'm gonna say we're not probably gonna.
It's only up from here.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
You look beautiful, though. I'm so proud of you.
I probably look my best, so
Yes.
I really can't complain.
But you know what's great? Now you get to see what you have to work on. And at the end of the day, that's what's the most important. So I'm proud of you.
Thank you so much. It was so much fun.
Okay, so we are back from prejudging, and she looked good up there. She's like they had only like maybe 3 call-outs, and she was in that last one. And you know, as a pro, it's like you're starting from fresh in a new, completely new pond, completely new ocean. You are like the small fish, and it's kind of a shocker to see like how different it is on the pro level, between the pro level and the amateur level. So, you know, as she saw, she has some work to do. She's got to put on some size. And I think in looking at her, she might have peaked a little bit too soon. I think she could have peaked yesterday, because I felt like she was like looking a little bit tighter yesterday than she was today. And that could be like for a number of reasons. You know, I think we had added just a little bit of a diuretic in there just to pull off some water, and she didn't go flat. It just, she looked a little bit softer. And sometimes it's like nerves too, you know what I mean? You start getting nervous and stuff like that, water starts coming in, so it's really important to kind of control that, so that way your cortisol levels stay low, and then you don't have that problem of looking a little bit more watered over. And I think also for her, like, just like posing, but she needs to have some more size for sure, so that way she can also push the conditioning a little bit harder. But I couldn't be more proud of what she brought to the stage. And my earring is looking really crazy over there because I'm sitting in front of the air conditioner, and I just looked up and this earring is like floating up in the air. But anyway, you know, I'm proud of what she brought to the stage. And so now, you know, now this is where the work begins, because she knows what she's up against. You know, a lot of these girls just came off of the Olympia, so there's a lot of like amazingness that was up there today. So it was a great experience for her, and just be able to share that with her is fantastic. So we're gonna get ready for finals, and then it's gonna be time to eat. All right, so Miss Amy,
Back.
back at the hotel room. Just saw a video of yourself. So what did you think about the video after looking at yourself?
Well, I don't look ridiculous, so I got that going for me. I'm definitely not. I'm not there to that pro level like they are, but that's okay.
But you're not there yet.
It was they're big, they're crisp, they're polished. They have striations in their glutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not today.
Not today,
Maybe
but
yesterday, but not today.
yeah. But you know what? What's the beautiful thing is that, like, you know, and that's the beautiful thing about our sport, is that it's about building the body and getting better. You know what I mean? Getting better year after year and year. So you have some place to go for it. Now you know what to work for.
Right. I know what to expect. Get that out of the way. Get that little fish, big pond under control.
That hazing.
Whew, it's a little rough.
Yeah. Well, let's take a look at what you're looking like after. Put your heels on,
some
actually.
heels.
Yeah, you need some heels on, chica. All right. So just see what you're looking like. And see, now we're just basically trying to see what you look like to get you fed for the you know. All right, good. Quarter turn to the right. Beautiful. Quarter turn to the right. Yeah, and it's funny how, like, you know, season to season, how it changes, because it's like, you know, maybe 2-3 seasons ago, this would have been like a top 5 type of look.
Oh, heck yeah.
You know what I mean? Whereas now we're going with bigger and harder, and you just have to change your body with what the season is. Quarter turn to the right. And quarter turn. Good. And relax, let's eat.
Amy Watson, Stacy Steiner, Judah, Annette Garcia, Sunny Day.
Nice and tight, huh? Nice and tight. There you go. That's it.
Ladies, every single one of you take a step to your left.
There you go. Nice and tight. Give it
Quarter turn to your right.
Good, Jackie. Good.
with a smile. There you go. Show them what you got.
Quarter turn to your right.
There you go. Monster bag. Booty. There you go. Monster bag. Beautiful, mama. Beautiful.
Right.
That's right.
Quarter turn to your right. Please return to the lineup.
Fourth place goes to number 8, Carolyn Hudson Harris from Corvallis, Oregon. Third place takes home $1,000 tonight. Prize money will go to number 11, Jessica Reyes Padilla from Sidra, Puerto Rico. Second place takes home $1,500 tonight. Prize money goes to number 6, Karina Grau from Paraguay. Winning our 2016 IFBB Border States Pro Figure. Taking home $2,500 prize money, an Olympia qualification for 2017 goes to number 7, Stephanie Hammond.
Here we are celebrating her meal. And this chick is eating a freaking salad. Who eats a salad after a show? I don't know who eats a salad. This weird one over here eats a salad. Oh my god. But she does have pizza, which is good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So, so Amy, what's your next step after this?
Well. Oh, nice.
We just got something delivered. That's mine right there.
It's amazing.
That is mine.
I think in a few weeks, well, I need to bring a little bit tighterness in a few weeks to Kentucky Muscle.
Kentucky Muscle.
And we'll see how that goes. I won that show as an amateur a couple years ago, so it holds a special place in my heart.
All right.
As a pro, it's a whole different story. We'll see what happens.
Start at the bottom. Now you're right there, right here.
Now I'm at the bottom again. So that's awesome.
Welcome to the IFBB, darling. We're happy to have you. But with improvements, I see nothing but positive stuff for you from here.
We'll see.
Definitely. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yummy.
This is why America's